John Adams, 38 years old.
Kevin Henry, 46 years old.
Cody Fyock, 23 years old.
Kevin Campbell, 49 years old.
Robert Bancord, age 29.
Jose Lopez Vasquez, 37 years
Mitchell,
old.
age 49.
Annie Hugh, 30 years old.
Richard Condrell, 36
48 years old.
Gregory Bush,
Died
26 years old. Died.
In the United States, we lose about 4,000 to 5,000 workers every year on the job, work-related deaths. About 12 deaths a day. As my other leader besides Keith, Utility Workers President Mike Langford says, if we lost 12 soldiers every day in Iraq or Afghanistan, this country would be outraged, up in arms. And yet we lose 12 people just like you and me every day on the job.
Here we are a year later, paying homage to the 170 workers that were killed during the past 12 months in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. But also to remember that we have a call to action, and that when we leave here today, we'll be more committed than ever to fight the fight we need to fight to be sure that every worker is able to go home every day the same way they went to work, alive, uninjured, and healthy.
Yo estoy aquí en el Memorial Day, Labor Memorial Day. Estamos haciendo un homenaje para las mujeres que fueron muertas hace 100 años por causas de discriminación, de que no había leyes que fijaran bien y que apoyaran a los trabajadores. Eran inmigrantes, yo soy un inmigrante y yo quiero, hasta hoy quiero ser la voz de mi gente.
100 years ago, we didn't have OSHA. We didn't have PhilaPOSH. However, on March 25th, 1911, that was a dark day in labor's history. 146 workers, mainly immigrant women, were killed in a factory. They were poor women, women who had to work every day. They didn't have exits for the women, the fire escapes weren't working, and when the fire started, women got killed because they could not get out of that building.
Pasó hace 100 años, nosotros lo estamos recordando todos los días y es importante recordarlo no solamente este día, sino todos los días, porque en los puestos de trabajo está pasando a diario. Entonces hay que hacer un llamado a todas las autoridades de decir estamos unidos y no queremos que siga pasando ni con una comunidad ni con la otra. Pero no habiendo leyes, nosotros somos seres humanos que tenemos dignidad y tenemos que...
That companies will understand that it's more than just the bottom end or the bottom dollar, that there are individuals and families that are accompanying each and every position that they have. It's not just about the money. So God, we ask that you would continue to be with this organization and do all that you do. And we ask it as humbly as we know how.
I am here today at this Workers' Memorial celebration because my husband was killed May 21st, 2008 in a work-related injury.
Faces. Because it's not just statistics, it's faces of the family members.
It's very important for families to know that they are not alone, to know that there are other people who have suffered the same way that you have.
Every single one of those 12 deaths that we suffer every day is a family's tragedy. It is a labor movement tragedy, whether they are union or non-union. But each death is also a public crisis. not enough. Our heavy hearts are not enough. Action is required, and that's why I love PhilaPOSH and this great Philadelphia labor movement.
I think the work that PhilaPOSH does is very important because they reach out to families who have suffered a loss as a result of a workplace injury, and they work for workplace safety, which I think is extremely important, not just to prevent deaths, but to prevent illness and sickness as a result of the work that people do.
You stop that right now.
Porque yo fui una trabajadora, ahora soy una organizadora, pero yo fui una trabajadora que padeció las mismas irregularidades, las mismas injusticias que están viviendo los trabajadores latinos en este momento. Y es por eso que yo exigí justicia y me la negaron. Y yo no sabía dónde buscar ayuda y no la encontré. Pero PhilaPOSH me ha puesto el camino y me ha dicho, aquí están los medios para que lleguemos porque fueron lastimados mis derechos humanos, y es por eso que yo estoy recurriendo a ellos para que ellos sigan siendo la luz y el camino y la guía de los demás compañeros y que no se vuelva a repetir lo que pasó en mi misma persona.
That's what I
I've been involved in the labor movement for over 30 years, and I've seen a lot of deaths. We represent railroad workers, and it's a very dangerous industry. So I'm here because I understand, what happens out there on the job, and I'm willing to read off the name of anyone just to remember, have their memory represented at this event.
That's my brother. I got a picture right here.
It's like my best friend.
I always miss him. My family miss him.
You go to work, you punch in, you think you're going to punch out at the end of the day, and I don't think none of these people, deserve to die just trying to make a living and feed their family. So, I think that's why this is important that, they have this day to honor their memory, because nobody deserves to go out like that. It's senseless.
We're here to remember and pay tribute to men and women who died while working, the loved ones of many of us who are sitting here right now, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, husbands, wives, children, somebody who was out in the world doing what they were supposed to be doing that day. We are the ones who now have to provide the meaning for their lives, and as importantly, for their deaths. We can give meaning by working for a world that honors and keeps safe the life of all working people.
It's hard to lose somebody, and I see a lot of people out here hurting, and they're going through a lot of pain. And I understand that. It hurts to see a family member lost, and I feel that grief and I feel that pain, but we all together gonna stand as one and help each other out and make ourselves better and make ourselves stronger, and always remember that they're always in our heart. And my brother had 3 kids, and
Donald Hewitt, 51, fell off the back of a golf cart hitting his head.
Ronald Avoid Russell Bangham, 77 years old, killed at work. Balthazar Reyes, 41 years old, killed at work.
Ronald Avoid Jr., 49 years old, killed at work.
Mohammed Yunus, 58 years old, cab driver. This is the 23rd year that PhilaPOSH has been doing this. It's important for, I think, 3 reasons. First of all, the families of the workers who have been killed suffer deeply, and you know, they go through the funeral of their loved one, and yet the pain doesn't go away. The need for support of others who've been through it is very strong. It's important for all of labor to be reminded of the importance of them fighting for health and safety on the job every day. And so it's the day of remembrance, but it's also a day to call for action for the coming year, and that's why we need to do it.
Lonnie Rowland, 36 years old.
Trevor Casey Compton, 34 years old, killed at work February 10, 2011, shot during a fight between co-workers.
Richard Tondreau,
it's important for us, and it helps us focus on what's important when we go in and to our jobs and fight for the safety of us and our co-workers. This is the one day a year we get to reflect on how important that is.
Por todos ellos. Thank you.
We have a responsibility to demand that the lives of workers are as important as the lives of any other human beings, and that no human life is expendable. No human life is expendable.